Welcome back, people. We got some more Fishing Planet for you guys today. Some good, exciting news. I was going to end up doing a really late stream last night, just to basically throw out the information to you guys, but I ended up going out on the electric bike, and I've made an awesome content video blog slash, I don't know. Yeah, so I didn't get a chance to, unfortunately I didn't really get a chance to show it, or talk about it, should I say. I didn't get a chance to talk about it straight away. But the one good thing is that there's lots and lots of information that I have found out, and I don't know, I probably could show you some parts of the lake, but I think that's more to do with beta testers. So I'm pretty sure across YouTube there is some beta testers that probably could show you some certain things. But anyway, there's loads of information that I've got, which is very, very good information. And not just that, I could have probably found out and got a few clips of the lake, but I didn't want to do that because otherwise it's gonna spoil that excitement. How's it going, Arrow? Good to see you. How's it going, Dots? Alright, hold on. Looks like I got a bit of buffering. Hopefully it's not buffering for you guys. Let me just check that. Yeah, so definitely an earlier stream compared to normal, but that is because we got lots and lots of things to talk about. Okay, let's bring you guys in. That one, hold on, give me 1 second. Okay, so we're going to bring you to this screen. I'm going to mute the game audio real quick, just whilst we have a chat and tell you some things about this update. Now, I probably am going to end up talking about this again because there's going to be people that joined late, but for everybody who does watch this stream back, at least they will know from the beginning. Okay, Dots, no worries, man. That's cool. Alright, so with the new update, they are adding lots and lots of new things, and there was actually people, there was actually people who actually sent me messages saying about this update as well, which I appreciate you guys. I do obviously keep an eye on it myself and keep an eye out for it and try and obviously give you the latest update information as quick as I can, but there was a lot of people that told me about it as well, so it's nice of you guys to do that. I appreciate you guys. Give me just 1 sec and then we'll get into it. Okay, hold on. I'm just getting things set up. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm trying to be quick. Put that out there. Okay. I was just dropping some information on my Twitter, and also tweeted out on Twitter and then on Instagram as well, just so that way people can try and catch this stream. It is definitely earlier compared to the times I would normally do it, but I did just see somewhere, I just got an email from Fishing Planet. Now I've lost it. Hold on. Probably a bad idea me bringing up my emails. Let's quickly drag that over there. Okay. Okay, so talking about the update, let's talk about it. So for the update, they've got that new Maroon River, which another name for it in English is called Brown River. It's called, I'm just trying to reposition my chair. There we go. No, it's not quite. What's stopping my chair? A fishing rod. Well, okay, there we go. Get a bit closer. No, this chair does not want to move. There we go, got it. Alright, so yeah, talking about the new update. How's it going, Era? Good to see you, man. So, Maroon River, another name for it is called the Brown River. Now, I'm going to talk about it now, and then I'm going to tell people to jump back to the beginning of the stream to watch it. And then after 2 hours, I will basically mention the same things as what I'm mentioning now. I don't really want to say keep on repeating it too much, because otherwise people that are staying in the live stream, it can kind of get annoying if I keep talking about the same thing over and over. So I'm going to tell people that if new people join to come back to the beginning of the stream so they don't miss what we're talking about. Okay, so I'm going to bring up for you on the screen, give me 1 sec. Okay, hold on. Okay, so I'm pretty sure you guys have all seen pictures of it. So these are different pictures of the new lake. Now, starting off with, we're going to start off talking about the boat, and then I'm going to tell you all the things with the boat, the new things. How's it going, Dragon? Good to see you, man. Don't forget to drop a like on the stream, guys, as well. Lets us know you're still enjoying Fishing Planet. Let me just grab my wire. Okay, maybe not. Oh, too far. I gotta plug this wire in. Give me 1 sec. We will get into it. I'm a little bit all over the place today because I just, as I said, I ended up going out doing a blog. I'm gonna drop that video a little bit later on today. I've edited it as well. And I'm running on no sleep as well, so if I don't look normal or I don't sound normal, know that I'm running on reserve tank. Okay, so yeah, we'll start off with talking about the new boat. So the new boat is a new wooden kayak. The wooden kayak is a lot better than what I thought it's going to be. So the wooden kayak is going to be, again, there's no information here. I got the information from a friend of mine. I don't know if I'm allowed to mention his name. I don't know, so I'm not going to. But I'll have a chat with him and find out if I am allowed to mention his name or not. I don't know if I'm allowed to mention his name. And I don't want to just say his name because I don't want to get him in trouble in any sort of way. But he does work along the sides of Fishing Planet, put it that way. Anyway, yeah, starting off with the boat. The boat's going to be a wooden kayak, but it's not one of those kayaks that you think it's going to be, with the, you know, like the rower paddles where you keep rowing and you have to wait for the stamina to rebuild back up. It's not going to be like that. So, Dan, I gave this a thumbs up. Thank you, man. Yeah, so the kayak is going to, it doesn't even look wooden, if I'm honest. The kayak looks kind of like a carbon fiber, plasticky sort of type. Yeah. So, yes, there is. Yes, I'm gonna. Yeah, there is. I did hear about that as well. Also, some new fish coming into Maku. So, with the kayak for the new lake, the kayak's going to be a carbon fiber, plasticky sort of type with a fish finder on it as well, which we haven't got on any other kayak. And also, again, it's very different to a normal kayak. It's actually going to have an engine on the back, which that makes me smile just alone. But this is what I've asked for. 1,000,000 times over I've asked for this, and Fishing Planet has finally answered my prayers. They're going to be adding rod holders onto the boat. Now, again, I have been checking across YouTube. There is a few other people that have started to show a little bit of content on that new lake. But I don't want to do that because I don't want to spoil it for my first time playing, which I could, but I don't want to. I don't want to show it. I would rather talk about it and we experience that moment of catching those unique fish and finding those hot spots ourselves. That's the way I like to do it. But anyway, the wooden kayak, yeah, it's going to have a motor on the back, kind of like the dinghy motor where you got to turn around, look at it, and you pull it until it hits the green bar. So it's going to have a motor. Rod holders is going to be on it as well. Now, thinking about it now, my friend, he didn't say to me about rod holders. He didn't say to me about that. But when I went into further depth of that boat, it does say rod holders for that boat. So that makes me believe there is going to be rod holders, holder or holders. I think it says holder, so it could be just the one. It might be just the one. But even if it's just the one, that's still going to be good to cast one rod out and keep one rod in your hands. So that means you get to use two rods on that kayak rather than just the one. And for me, I'm all down with having rod holders on a boat. But if it's not, I'm pretty sure it did say holder. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it did say holder. So that's the wooden kayak. So it's going to have a rod holder, at least one rod holder, and a rod in your hand. So there's two rods. It could possibly have more. It's got a motor, and it's going to be like a carbon fibre type of look with a fish finder. And another thing actually to mention about that, just before we move on to the rods, is the oh, what was I going to say? It's gone. Oh no. Oh no. That's what happens when I don't have much sleep. Oh yeah, there you go. It's come back to me. Awesome. So the top end speed of that boat is around about 26 miles an hour. But you can drive around on any lake in that kayak at full speed. And by driving around in it in full speed, it will still show up the fish, which it doesn't do that with other boats. So therefore, that is probably going to be the best boat on Fishing Planet in my opinion. One, because of the fish finder. Two, because we're going to have rod holder on it. It looks really nice, and we can also troll on it, which is going to be good. And we can go top end speed around all over the place, and we can still see the fish in the water. And we can just hit the anchor at any time, drop the anchor, and away we go. So that's awesome. They're going to be adding... Okay, so let's now talk about the rods, and then we'll talk about the fish after. There's going to be 6 different spots to fish in this new lake. So the rods is going to be very interesting. The rods, there's new bottom rods. There's new match rods. I'm not sure if there's any other rods. But I know there's a minimum of match rods, and I know there's a minimum of the bottom rods. And it equals just them alone. It works out to be around about at least 10 different new rods they're going to be bringing. And I'm buying a kayak up to 2 of the highest priced bass boats. Yeah, but if you can have a rod holder on it, man, you can have a rod out, and you could troll all around on the boat, you know, and you can also keep a rod in your hand as well. So it gives you the ability to use 2 rods, at least minimum 2 rods anyway. So, but as I said, my friend didn't say to me, I didn't ask him about rod holders. He told me that he told me a bit about the boat, but he was telling me more about the tackle rods and the fish, that kind of thing. But yeah, with the boat, it doesn't look like a kayak like this one that you see here. That kayak there, it doesn't really look like that. There isn't actually a picture of it that I see. And this boat, there's something fine you can find there. So I did think it was tools and stuff to repair that kayak, which it isn't. The kayak you're going to buy, it will cost around about 170,000 cash, around that amount. Yeah, that's what I need to do. So about 170,000 pounds. Yeah, it could be more. They could end up changing it. They could end up taking the price down. But as it stands right now, it does come into around about 170,000, just under. So with the rods, how's it going, Nexus? So with the rods, they're going to be adding about 10 new different rods. And I know they're definitely adding float rods, new float rods and new bottom rods. I don't know if they're adding any other sort of rods. I think they're the only two. But they are going to be adding new types of tackle setups. Also new baits as well. So it's less, yeah, it's definitely less than the bass boat, yeah. Well, again, as I say, that could all change, but as it stands at the minute, I think it was 167,000 that he said. He said just under 170,000. So, but again, that could change before it comes out. Okay, so yeah, I've still got plenty more of exciting news. This, after we talked about the rods, I'm going to talk about Sankow, so then we get into the fish. The thing that I'm going to talk about after this rods, loads and loads of people have been waiting for it for a long time as well as rod holders on the boats. Loads of other people have been really interested in about the other ones. How's it going, Alex? Good to see you. So yeah, 10 new bait rods, new baits, new tackle. I don't think they're adding new leaders, but they are adding new reels as well. So they're going to be adding new reels, and some of them reels are very tanky. And when I say tanky, they work very different. They work very, very different compared to all the other reels in Fishing Planet. So the reels are going to be thick spool reels, which is the reels that you see just here. But they're not like any normal reel. These reels are thicker on the top where the line would go on the spool. So because it's so thick, you're going to be able to cast insane. You're going to not only be able to put a ton of line on there, but you are going to be able to cast from here to New York. Yeah, so that's a good thing. You are definitely going to be able to cast really, really far. And the same goes with the new match rods, the new float rods. I don't know, obviously I use feet, but the guy said to me it will cast up to hold on, let me just double check how far it said. Let me just double check, hold on. I just don't want to give you any wrong information in any sort of way. Okay, so with the match rods, you're going to be able to cast 110 meters. That's what he said to me. But I don't use meters, I use feet or foot, which is 360 foot. That is an absolute bonkers, insanely far. That's a float rod. That's definitely going to be the furthest casting rod ever. Normally, the furthest casting rod is normally the jetty match rod, float rod, which that can get us about 120-ish foot. So yeah, I do have memberships available. It should say join near the subscribe button if you want to become a membership. If it doesn't show up join for you, it doesn't always show up on mobile. If it doesn't, there is a link in the description below if you're interested, man. So yeah, new baits, new tackle setups, new rods, new reels. So this is another very important bit of information, which again, as well as having the rod holders, I'm really excited for this as well. The sunglasses, there's been no information at all about the sunglasses. I finally got some information about it. When this update drops for this new map, the sunglasses are coming with it. So that's, yeah, that's some. This update is going to be probably one of their biggest updates, what I can think of. It might not be, but in my opinion, it's definitely going to be one of the biggest updates they've ever done. Adding more than 10 rods and reels and different tackles and different baits, and adding the kayak with an engine on the back, and adding the sunglasses. There's going to be 3 pairs of sunglasses that's going to be added when the map drops. But they don't allow you to see inside the water, just to mention that. Which a lot of people said that that's what it was going to be, that you were able to see through the water that you could see through the water to see the fish. That is not going to be the case in any sort of way. It's not going to be the case. So because of that, the only thing it's going to really do, it's just going to make your picture quality look a little bit different. Just like in real life, if you put sunglasses on and you're outside, it kind of stops the glare so much. It does. I have seen the sunglasses, what they look like. They do look pretty cool. It doesn't really make too much of a difference, if I'm honest. It's just nice to have something new. Other than that, yeah, that's pretty much it. At least they're finally bringing the sunglasses at long last. It's been a long time coming. So the sunglasses. How do you buy a membership? If you click on the join button, man, click join, or if not, go in the description below, and in the description it'll say become a member, click here. Then if you click there, there's different options for memberships on different prices, that kind of thing, man. For some of the rods, they are going to be quite expensive. For some of the reels, they are going to be quite expensive as well. There is no join. That's probably because you're on mobile. Okay, so if you where the stream is, there's a little arrow. If you click on that arrow, you'll see the description come up. Then you'll see there. Or maybe another way, might be able to do it. I think if I go like this, I think maybe that might bring it up. And then hold on. What else was it? Okay, so for the fish, they're going to be adding. There you go. So if you click that link there, that's come up from Nightbot, that will take you into the memberships, man. Yeah. So the new fish they're going to be adding, there is going to be a new bigger fish, and I thought it was going to be the Arapaima as unique. It's not going to be an Arapaima as unique. So it's not level 64. It's confirmed as you've got to be level 63 to get into that lake. That's what it comes up as. Level 63 to get into that lake. So I guess if you didn't buy the DLC, that's one good thing. You only need to level up 3 more times to get into that lake. So level 63. The lake is over 3 miles long, so it's going to be the biggest lake they've ever made. Looking at it, it doesn't look too big if you look at it, but there's so many. It's a bit like Blue Crab. There's loads of little bits that you can go into. No, it's going to be levels. It's going to be level 63 for everything on every platform. Level 63, you're going to have to be. So yeah, it's a bit like Blue Crab, where they've got lots of little small paths that you can take to get certain fish. So 6 different spots, different place to fish. New fish they are adding. I can't remember all of them, but one of them was the what was it called? One of them was the unique piranha, up to £88, which I've mentioned that one before, didn't I? Let me see if I can find that. See the name of that. I forgot what name it was called. Again, I could even bring up a little short video, but I don't want to spoil it for myself. I really don't. I really don't want to spoil it. If you guys just want to see the lake in action, there is some other streamers out there. Well, I'd say not so much streamers, because they don't really stream like I do. They make more videos than rather streaming. But there is other YouTube people out there that do have a few videos of the actual new lake and actually being in the new lake. I don't want to do that because I just don't want to spoil it. I want it to be good fun. And this, at the minute, them showing it is actually, it's testers. So it's not, you know, when they're testing things can change all the time. So they're actually they're just testing the lake. That's it. It's not actually that's what's going to happen. Things do change. Just like the new kayak having the engine and having the rod stands and having the fish finder. They said 167,000. I think it was 167,500 cash. But again, it could all change when it actually comes to it and it actually release. It can all change. It can be very, very different. So You know, it's one of those things where at the minute it's okay, but then it could end up changing. And if it does change, you know, prices on certain boats and certain things can, yeah, they can. Everything can change. Yeah. You just bought the membership? Alright, man. Well, it hasn't popped up for some reason. I don't know why. And it hasn't popped up on my... YouTube. It might take a bit of time to kick in, but thank you very much for the support, man. I appreciate you, Alex. Cheers, man. So the new fish is going to be £88, which is the piranha, the tambuik. I think I'm saying that right, or pronouncing it right. I probably ain't. I'm not very good at English. So yeah, that's one. Another new fish is going to be a red bass, red spotted bass. So we got the butterfly peacock bass. That's going to be in the new lake. But also a red spotted butterfly, a red spotted bass, and it does look really good. It's got like 4 round spots coming down the side of the fish. So that looks, yeah, that does look absolutely insane. For the beta testing, I have spoke to, I'm just going to quickly stop running that game for a minute. I have had a little bit of a chat with Fishing Planet. So I don't know if I'm not 100% sure whether I'm going to do beta testing. Well, only time will tell. But if I can, obviously I come here to betas, and then here it'll say that I'm allowed to do it, and then they give me a code here that I can type in. So I'm just going to have to wait really and see what they say. An email did pop up, but it's not, I don't know where that email's gone. If it ends up coming up whilst doing this stream, and then I might end up going into that lake and probably buying that boat and driving around and showing you that. So do stay tuned. So yeah, red spotted bass, the unique piranha fish. That's 2. The new biggest fish is going to be a catfish. That's going to be the new biggest fish. The new biggest fish is a catfish. I can't remember. There's so many things that he told me, and it's really hard for me to try and remember everything, because as he was telling me things, you know, I was talking to him by VIA, by a phone call in some sort of sense. And he, in his voice, you know, he was like this high level. He was so hyped up about it, and he was so excited, and he's like, and because he was telling me all these things, you know, I'm getting really hyped up myself, because we're now going to have rod stands on the boat. We're now going to be adding more than 10 different rods, new reels, new tackle, the sunglasses, new fish, new lake. There's so many things that they're going to be adding in this update. So because of that, he did say it's going to be late September. There is a very good possibility it could be delayed. Now, he didn't say it would definitely be delayed. He said that it's going to be late September. There is a chance it could be a delay. He said there is a chance. In my opinion, I think there is definitely going to be a delay. I was thinking about 2 weeks, because it says they're in the stages of finalising it. But clearly they're not in the stages of finalising it, because if they were in the stages of finalising it, they wouldn't be doing the beta testing. They would have done the beta test a long time ago. So, yeah, there is that to take into account. So because of that, it makes me think that I really do not think that that's going to be... I don't think that's going to be any time soon. And coming towards the end of September, honestly, I think that is not going to... What was that? Honestly, I don't think that's going to be happening. But it could be. Okay, that was me clicking the test member. My bad. Yeah, so I think it could end up being later. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it probably is going to be. Layout text. Okay, Yeah, that's alright. Yeah, so we're just going to have to wait. The new fish that they're going to be adding, as I said, is going to be the new... it's going to be a new catfish. The catfish is going to be the new biggest fish. Yeah, that's the thing. That is the thing. That's why I'm loaded up on PC today, because I did say I was definitely going to play PS4 today, but I'm going to do some PC today, and we will. I promise you guys, 100% tomorrow I will definitely do PS4. But today I wanted to do PC just because after him telling me about so many things, it's going to be expensive. And again, the boat not so much expensive, which is a really good thing. It means that it's affordable for everybody to get. But for the fact they're going to be bringing out 10 different rods, 10 different reels, new bait tackles, the sunglasses, there's just so many new things that they're going to be bringing, and it's going to be very expensive. So some things are not too expensive, like the boat's not too expensive, but the rods, I think the rods go anything from the price range of 50,000 right up to about 90,000 cash. I think it was something like that. So the rods do get very expensive. The reels get very expensive. And then they've got a kind of new tackle set up. I can't remember what the tackle was. It was kind of like a float. It was kind of like a float. So we've got large cut bait. We got small cut bait, medium cut bait, large cut bait. This thing here is going to be huge cut bait. That's what that's going to be. That's going to be huge cut bait. I've forgotten the name of this one, but that's a new bait. That's a new bait. And then also here is a new bait. This one here, I don't know what that is, but that's some type of fly in some sort. So that's another new bait as well. And then there's a different type of crab compared to the crabs that we've already got at the minute. So that's going to be a new thing as well. I really can't remember what the name of the thing was. I forgot the name of it. But there is a new type of tackle set up. It's something, instead of a float, you are still using a float, but it's something else in some sort of way. I can't remember exactly what it is. So it was the piranha, which is the new fish, the spotted bass, the red spotted bass, that's what it's called. That's a new fish. The catfish, I think we got that catfish, if I'm honest. I'm pretty sure we've got it on. What am I doing? Let me load it up. I'm pretty sure the new catfish is the catfish that we already have in Maku Lake. But that's going to be the new biggest fish in the game. So let me just quickly load that up so I can show you. And then we are going to have butterfly peacock bass still in there. There is a few others as well. I didn't hear or see anything about arapaima. So I don't think there's going to be any arapaima in that new lake. I'm almost certain there isn't going to be any arapaima in there. But there's a lot of new things that you can buy. So as well as doing a live stream on this as soon as it is properly available. As I said, I could do the beta testing. I have spoke to them. We'll see what happens with that. I'm not really too bothered if I don't, if I'm honest, because at least I'm still able to, you know, when you're doing beta testing, things change. So sometimes you can find that fishing hotspot, and then when it comes to the actual releasing the game, they could move that spot to a different spot, or certain way the reel works or the rod works, and then when it finally comes out, it's then different. So there's no point in me right now if I did have the beta available, there's no point in me showing hotspots. There's no point in me showing you where and how to catch those unique fish, because they change. There's a good possibility they can change. So They're going to have some of these piranha. Oh yeah, that was it. It was called Apapa. Is it Apapa, I think it was called? Or Apara? Apapa. I think it's called APAAP, I think it was. I think it's something like that. So that's a new fish they're going to be adding as well. But no arapaima in there as of yet. But again, in these beta things, they can always change things around. It could be a possibility. But these are going to be in there. The then the Brycroon, the butterfly peacock's going to be in there. The flagtail is going to be in there. The flat whisk catfish is going to be there. I'm not too sure about the gilt catfish. I think it is. Them, no. Oscar, yes. The prayer, I'm not too sure. Red tail barracuda, I don't think so. That piranha, don't think so. Don't think so. The ripsaw catfish is definitely going to be in there. No sign of any silver being in there as of yet, but then that could all change again. When they're doing betas, lots of things change. So that's why I'm not too fussed about showing it. I don't want to show a hot spot then end up changing it and it'd be a bad spot, because then that video is not, you know, I don't ever clickbait. It's not my thing. So I don't want to end up saying this is a good spot and then I do that in the beta testing, and then when the game finally does properly release, they change that spot, and then somebody goes and tries that spot because they've already seen my video, then it's not good. So people think that I'm clickbait and that kind of thing. Silver croaker, that's going to be in the new lake. So it's a fish that looks kind of like this. It does look kind of like that. It's not in this lake. So the new catfish is not a catfish that's already here. I forgot the name of the catfish. I'm sorry, I forgot the name of it. But yeah, I'm not too sure whether that spotted is going to be in there. And that, I don't think that catfish is going to be there. So the new biggest fish is going to be a catfish, and you can catch it as unique as well, so that's really good. And that gilt catfish, I'm pretty sure that's not going to be in there as well. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not going to be in there. Let me just have a look at something really quick. I just want to see, because I did get an email. And I don't know where that email's gone to. Maybe in spam? No. Under as important? No. Really strange, because it popped up. It did pop up. The update, not an update. I did have they did send me some information. I did receive an email, but I don't know where that email is. Okay, no, that's fine. It's just to confirm that my email. They're gonna get back to me. That's it. That's all right. Okay, no worries. So let me see if I can try and find. I think that's pretty much all the information that I have on it as of now. But that's still quite a lot of information. I'm glad that they're going to be adding a rod holder to the boat. It could be called that. I've actually, there is a good possibility. I really have forgotten the name of it. I'm trying to find out to see if I can get a separate picture of it up. Let me see if I can try and get a separate picture of it. Because if I can get a picture of it, then I know what it looks like. It could be that fish that you're talking about, because it does look like that. Paraiba. Yeah, it does look like that. I think it is that. It really does look like that. So I think that's what it is. Thank you, man, for saying that. So that new catfish, there was 5 new fish. The new catfish, the red tail bass, yeah, red-tailed bass, then the piranha, that catfish. There's two more. There is two more. I forgot the name of it. Let me see if I can try and find a picture. Hold on. I'm not. I don't think so. It didn't mention anything about gilled catfish. But there is going to be some monster catfish in there. That's for sure. I can't find a picture of it. I'm trying to type it in, but just can't find anything. Yeah, there's not any pictures, man. There's no pictures of it. So we can try and find a picture of it. Yeah, I found it as in pictures like that. Red tail catfish. Yeah, when I type in river monsters, yeah, it does show up like that. Yeah, yeah, it does. Like the stream, thanks man for dropping by. I love supporting you because you do great videos and you are very nice. Thank you. Cheers Alex, man, I appreciate you, man. Okay. Yeah, I don't see. If I type in as in river monsters, it does show up like that, but other than that, there is no one who's uploaded any pictures at all, which I'm quite surprised actually, because it's been like, I don't know, it's probably been about 16, 17 hours since the beta testing, so I'm very surprised that nobody has. I'm very surprised that no one has put anything up. Yeah. Then there's no one who's put any pictures. Okay, I could show you some other pictures though. Again, they're not pictures from Fishing Planet itself, but I can give you a rough idea what the fish is going to look like. Okay. So it does look very, very similar to this picture here. It looks very, very similar to that. It looks very similar to that. Yeah, it does definitely look kind of like these pictures. That's what it looks like. Like underneath, there you go, this picture here. Underneath, it's kind of like the white belly with a little bit of, I think it had a red tail. I think. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, kind of like a grey colour on the top and then a sandy colour at the bottom. So that's what that's gonna look like. I didn't actually look at the piranha. And then let me see if I can try find red spotted bass. Let me see if there's any pictures of that. The red spotted bass looks absolutely insane. Looks really, really good. There's probably going to be a fish that I am going to try and catch a lot. Gilled catfish will be unique. Yeah, all the catfish are going to be going up into as unique stage. Yeah, I heard the travel cost 18,500, level 63. Max level will be 65. Yep, that's right, Arrow. It could be red tail catfish then. Yeah, there is a good possibility of that. Okay, hold on. I got some information from Fishing Planet now. Email from Fishing Planet. Well, that actually got back to me pretty quick. Okay. Says, I don't know if I'm allowed to say everything, but says beta, the beta requirement is closed at the moment. Yeah. What else they said, I don't know if I'm allowed to mention that, but it just says the beta is closed at the minute, so I'm guessing everybody who did put up a video of the beta, now they're experiencing some problems by the looks of it. So because they're experiencing some problems, which that's exactly why they do the beta in the first place. They do that to test things, see how things work, and if they don't work out too good, they can then change things. There's no pictures of the red spotted bass, unfortunately. I really wish I could have shown you that, because the red spotted bass does look insane. Go look. Yeah, no, I don't want to check anybody else's, man. Yeah, that's what I said. If anybody else does want to see, if anybody else does want to see the lake in beta testing, there is other, not streamers, but other YouTubers that have uploaded some videos. So if anybody does want to see it, they can. Me myself, I don't want to see it, because otherwise it's gonna, if I see too much of it now, when it finally gets released, I'm not gonna have that excitement of seeing new things. If I see it all now, yeah, it's not gonna be the same reaction. When I see it for the first time and I'm playing it not through beta, but I'm actually playing it through proper, proper being released, that's when I want to then get excited. I want to get excited by seeing it in proper, the proper way. In beta testing, lots of things change. Lots and lots of things change. Not all the time it does. It doesn't always change, but sometimes things do change. When it comes to beta testing, things do change. So just because one thing works then, it doesn't mean that it's going to work later on. When it finally does come out and it does hit, when the game actually does properly come out released, it doesn't mean necessarily that it's going to be the same. And yeah, again, if other people want to see the lake in action, there is obviously other people. We're going to need to get on the grind. Big time. 10 new rods, reels. I don't know about a new net. I'm not sure about a new net. I don't know if they're going to be adding a new net. He didn't mention it. He didn't mention a new net. So there's a good possibility there might not be a new net. I think there probably would be, because as you level up, every time there's been a new lake, there has always been a new lake. new net in for that new lake. So I'm pretty sure there is going to be a net. I don't think that he did mention about a net though. But I guess time will tell. So I know we've done quite a bit of talking, not much fishing, so we'll get some fish on, give you guys a bit of action. But for 50 minutes, we've been talking a lot about this update, but I know that's kind of a long time for us to keep on talking, but we needed to talk about it so that way you guys know. I always say I try and give you the latest information about all the updates as quick as I can. I probably could have brought this stream a little bit... Okay, there's someone up there fishing, so we'll head over to that Arapaima spot today instead. Yeah, I probably could have brought this stream a little bit quicker. I probably could have even made a video a little bit quicker. But I was out, and as I said, I was out making a blog video on the electric bike, which I'll be dropping that video later on tonight. That's a pretty cool video. At least, I hope it is anyway, because it took many hours to do. But the test weight compared to the heavy chasers, those new bottom rods are going to be insanely strong. They're going to be really heavy duty rods. So it means not only we'll be able to bring the catfish in quicker, but it means if we come here to this lake, it means that we ain't going to have to spend ages trying to reel in these fish. So that's one good thing. And because they're going to be a lot heavier dutier rods, I'm pretty sure, I don't know actually, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be more line as well, like heavier, even more heavier line. And again, going from small cut bait, medium cut bait, we've got large cut bait. The new cut bait is going to be huge cut bait, so that's going to be good. Match rods will cost between 38 to 48k, not bad. See, I don't even really need to tell you guys about these updates anymore. You guys try to tell me. Yeah, I don't even need to tell you guys. You guys already know. As I said, there is lots of other people. I don't know exactly how many because I haven't looked, and I don't want to look. I don't want to know. You know, I keep my YouTube to mine. I don't want to copy other people. I don't want to see what other people are doing on this game. Unless I'm playing with a subscriber, then that's cool. But other than that, I do not want to see any test baiters doing anything in any new lake. I never want to see that. And if anybody does tweet me it, or send me a link, or send me any videos, it will automatically be deleted. I won't even open it up to look at it. I don't want to see stuff like that. The only time I want to show the new lake is when the update comes. I don't mind talking about the update and saying what's going to be in it, all of that kind of thing. Don't forget the channel is Bubbles' way. I try and do things my way. I try and do it different to everybody else. I want to be different. I don't want to be the same as everyone else. But yeah, I could obviously show you around the actual new map. But because the trailer hasn't been released yet, I don't want to show anything until that trailer comes. Because when it's beta testing, so many different things can change. There's not an insane amount, but there's probably, I don't know, anything between the range of 5 to maybe 10 different people showing beta testing. That's a pretty good start straight away. Yeah, so there is a few people out there that you could see that new lake in action and see them catching new fish and that kind of thing, but I don't want to spoil that for myself, man. I don't want to spoil it. When the update finally does come, that's then I want to have the excitement for that new lake, you know. If you see too much of the new lake, there's not going to be any excitement there because you've already seen it. And if you see all the new fish already, when you get in that lake, you already know what they look like. I'm from the UK, man. But yeah, that lake, as well as having 6 different spots to fish from, there is also a lot of good spots where, because it's such a big place and there's lots of small little waterways to go through, it means there's going to be a lot of different spots to fish on your boat. Yeah, there's going to be lots and lots of different spots. Oh, on the game? Oh, okay, man. Alright, nobody heard that. I'll show you where I am in a sec. So I jump on the boat, which is here. Now I just drive the boat round, come through here, and then here, this way I got a marker set up. It's a good spot. I don't know. I wouldn't say it's probably. I don't know. Yeah, I probably wouldn't say it is better than the other spot. The other spot is probably my favourite place. It's probably because it's more open, whereas if this is, you know, this is a little bit more enclosed. But we do catch here at a pretty good pace. It means I can mess around with the spinning rod as well. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to the new update, and I know that right now I could go and check out other people who has done beta testing, but all them things can change when the game actually does come. So yeah, there's no point in me making videos of, like, I guess the only one thing I could do is make a video of showing the new fish. That's it. That is literally it. There is no point at all in me showing the unique spots, because, as I said, when it comes to it, it could be very, very different. They could change that hotspot. That's the thing with beta testing. Nothing is ever a final word, you know. Sometimes they do leave things the way they are, but then sometimes they don't. And then when they don't, if I'm showing hot spots and then they change those hot spots, it doesn't make it very fun, does it? You see what I mean? The pace here is pretty decent. So I'd probably recommend everyone, if you want to get all the new gear, I'd definitely recommend 2 million plus cash. I would definitely recommend that. One, because of, that's another thing actually to mention, the bait. Now there is new bait, but the new bait is going to be crazy expensive. I think I saw it at, like, what was it, 3,000 something. I don't know for how many bait you get. I don't know if that's for 5, 10, 20, 25, I have no idea, but yeah, for the bait, 3,000 and something cash it was. So not cheap at all. Obviously you're going to earn your money back, but yeah, that's crazy expensive, isn't it? 3,000 cash. I'd be glad to get those new bottom rods in there to reel these fish in easier, because these are an absolute pain, these rods. They've done me well. They've lasted me many months, or probably years. I don't know how long they've been in the game. They've been in the game for a while. That's the thing though, once they bring out those new rods, these heavy chasers will get a nerf. They always do that. When they bring out a better, new, heavier spinning rod, bait rod, feeder rod, whatever it is, whenever they bring out a new one, the other rod then becomes a weaker rod. So they probably will end up making this heavy chaser a weaker rod. Now, it'll still be a good rod. It would definitely be a good rod, but the other rod's going to be more, it's going to be more tanky for sure. And then the reels are going to be really good, because at least we're going to get some really good distance. Alright, catch you later, Alex, man. Thanks for dropping by. I'm hoping with the new rod I don't have to fight so long to bring these fish in like I do with these, because I keep losing so many other fish. £153, not too bad. Yeah, hopefully we're being able to reel it in quicker, and then we ain't gonna spend so much time trying to bring in one fish. I'm looking forward to that. I was so I don't know where I was. I was just, as I said, I was making some blog videos. I was so in my own world, and just, I can't say what the video is because it's going to be I'm going to be dropping the video later. You guys are just going to have to wait and see for it. But yeah, I was in the process of making a video, and my battery was really low on my phone, and it just kept going ping, 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 ping. It was just non-stop. It just kept on pinging. I was like, what's going on? Like, I couldn't really hear it too well. I could just about hear it, but I knew it was pinging because anytime I ride, I always put it on vibrate. So when it's in my pocket, when it vibrates, I know that's either someone calling or someone ringing. And it wasn't a continuous non-stop vibration, because then I'd know it was ringing. It would vibrate a few seconds later, it'd vibrate a minute or two later, it'd vibrate, and it kept up. My phone kept doing that, and I actually thought maybe it was text messages at first. I thought, that's, my phone's going off quite a bit, so I ended up pulling over, and I ended up looking, and yeah, it was my friend saying to me, you need to get on Fishing Planet and set up the stream right now, man. And I was like, wow, what's going on? He said, oh, loads of people are doing beta testing, and people are talking about the update and explaining things and stuff. He was like, get online now. Or are you asleep? Have I just woke you up? I said, no. I said, I'm actually out making a video. But if I wasn't out making a video, then yeah, I probably would have been live straight away as soon as I found that information out. But it says the beta testing is actually closed right now, so maybe they only did it for a certain amount of hours, or unless either they only did it for a certain amount of hours and that's it, or they've ran into a problem. They've come into a problem, and because they've ran into a problem, it's set them back a little bit. I don't know. Either they're only going to do a limited time of the beta, or yeah, I think they probably ran into a problem or some sort of bug or something like that. That's what I'm imagining. That's why they're closed. The beta is actually closed right now. But in the meantime, now we know what's coming. We know we're going to need an insane amount of cash. We are definitely going to need an insane amount of cash. So I need to get this. I need to get this close to 2 million. I don't think I'm going to get it close to 2 million today, but I smash it out hard today, earn some good money, and then tomorrow we'll do some PS4, and then I am definitely going to have to come back to the PC account though very soon, because I just need to I need to make sure that I definitely got 2 mil. If I manage to get above that, it's even better, because obviously when the new video when the new lake does finally come, I'm going to be making videos of missions which cost me money. I have to keep backing out of the lake and showing certain things, and so yeah, it does get very expensive. And then I got to buy the new rods, all separate new rods. I got to buy new boat. There's many videos for me to make, which is awesome. I love making that new content, but it just costs so much to make it. So I will get close to 2 million cash once the update drops, and once I've brought everything and shown different missions and different rods, what rod's good, what rod isn't good. That 2 million disappears insanely fast. Rumors say those glasses are for bait coins. No, you can buy the new glasses. Is going to be cash. No, they're not. You probably could buy them for with bait coins, but there's going to be free sunglasses, and they all show available for cash. And again, anytime I ever say any information about the game, the information that I get is from a developer. So I always trust his word. He's never let me down. I've been playing this game nearly 5 years, and every time he's told me something, he's never ever been wrong. Never been wrong. In fact, I say never been wrong. The only thing that does change sometimes is he'll say the bait costs this much, and then sometimes the bait can change in price, which is a thing that they make that choice at the last decision. You know, it's just a last thing they change. But yeah, it is, as of now, the 3 pairs of glasses are all going to be cash. And I don't know if you it didn't show that you could buy them for bait coins. It did only show cash, so I'm pretty sure it's going to be cash. Nice, because bait coins would be bad, especially for those people that play this game and, you know, they don't spend money on this game. There is some people that don't ever. I was going to pick that rod up then. Yeah, there is people that don't ever spend any money on this game at all. They like to play the game because it's free, and they like to keep it in the sense of it's free. So yeah, some people never spend any money on this game ever. Which, you know, that's understandable. It kind of defeats the object in saying it's a free game if you're spending money on it. But people like myself, and obviously, other I know I keep saying other streamers, because there's not many people actually stream this game. Well, there is a few, but they upload videos more than anything. But yeah, other content creators that make Fishing Planet videos, or the people that do stream the game, they're continuously playing all the time, and then they're obviously spending money on the game as well, at least buying premium at minimum. And they in a way, they kind of, I wouldn't say they have to do that, but if they want to show good new content first, that's what you got to do. And the same goes for me. You know, for me to keep showing new content and keeping it fresh and showing new updates and stuff, if I don't spend money on this game, I'm not going to have a lot of stuff for in-game at all. And especially when they bring out new maps. Now, with the DLCs for that map, there is definitely going to be a DLC for that map. They haven't quite confirmed what the DLC is going to be. So, I don't know, possibly. I don't think they're going to be adding the boat into the DLC, and I'm pretty sure you will get premium and you will be able to fish in there for a certain amount of days. But for the DLC, hold on. For the DLC, I'm pretty sure it's going to give you the option of either both of these or a separate match rod or the bottom rod. You could choose between the two. That's what's going to be in the DLC. Which one specifically? Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be both of them. Maybe you could buy both of them as a set, or you could buy one and then buy the other. I don't know. If it's one and then one, and then I'd probably end up buying them both. Not both straight away, but I'd probably end up buying one, showing that, and then making a video of the other one, and seeing which DLC seems to be the best. So they might actually end up having more than one DLC for that. I think they will. Because there's 2 different rod setups there. It being the match rod, I'm pretty sure they could either do one match rod DLC, one bottom rod DLC, and then they could do a combined DLC, which would be 3 different types of DLC that you can get for the game. Or they're going to put them both of them DLCs into one DLC. Does that make sense? They're going to put both of those rods into one DLC rather than making 2 separate DLCs. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what they're going to do with that. No information on DLC yet, but every DLC that they bring out for a new lake always allows you to fish in that new lake, no matter what level you are. So that's a good thing. It's a shame in a way that you can't turn your rank levels into levels, because if you could do that, then everybody would want to rank up. Like, rank's not important because it doesn't do anything. But if they did it where you rank up when there is a new level cap, you can turn your ranks into leveling up more. That would be very nice. That would make people want to grind harder. Because like now I can't remember what I am on PS4, but here on PC I'm level 60, rank 11. So I could turn 5 of those ranks into my levels, which would make me level 65 max level straight away. That would be something that people would like to. I think people would like that, or at least I would like that, because at least you'd be max level straight away, and then you'd be able to show all new stuff instantly. But then, in a way, that's why they have the beta testers, so that way they're able to do that. See, they did say for beta testing, there is rumours that people say all across YouTube, and it's complete lies. It is complete lies. Believe me, it is lies. I've said the one thing that I'm always going to say to you guys is complete honesty. People say that for you to be a beta tester, you have to have a certain amount of subscribers, of followers, that kind of thing, whether it's on Twitch or YouTube or whatever. That is not the case. Believe me, honestly. If you don't want to believe me, don't. But seriously, for real. It does not mean anything. For someone who has 1 million subscribers, someone who has 14 subscribers, it makes no difference. Well, I don't know if I'm technically allowed to say. Yeah, I don't know. But it's not to do with. It's definitely not to do with it. Well, okay, I'm gonna say it, but it's definitely not to do with it, because obviously I was talking to him about beta testing, and they said, please note that beta testing does not depend on streaming and followers. The amount of followers or streaming platforms, YouTube or Twitch or etc., makes no difference to how many followers that you have on the game. This is an environment that allows us to check technical issues and fix them. That's all. What does that mean? Not too sure, but it definitely does mean that it doesn't matter how many subscribers you got. You could have next to nothing, or you could have millions. Yeah, and it makes no difference. Oh yeah, there is different ways to be a tester. In some way I would like to be, just because I could kind of give you guys the first look. I want to because of that, but in other ways I don't want to, because I don't get that surprise. You know, like every time a new lake has dropped out, we've done a live stream showing new updates, showing new rods, reels, and boats, and showing all the new lakes and new unique fish, finding those new hotspots. And I could do that all on beta, I could, but things change on there, and it's not fun fishing by yourself. Just like now, I'm fishing in a random room. That's the way I like to play it. Whereas if I was playing beta, there probably would be other people there, but there'd be other testers, other streamers, and stuff like that. And I don't know. Personally, myself, I know that obviously it does help your YouTube channel or Twitch channel, that kind of thing, by collabing with other streamers and that sort of stuff. But I'm not into that, man. I'd rather play with my subscribers rather than start collabing with other YouTubers and things like that. I'm not saying I never would, because, you know, I could possibly, maybe that could happen at some point, but I would rather play with subscribers rather than somebody like that, you know. And I'm not saying that everybody else is bad at the game, and I'm not saying that other streamers are bad or I don't like a certain streamer. I'm not saying that in any sort of way. I'm not bad talking about anybody. I would just rather spend my time fishing with people that are here watching me all the time rather than just somebody, you know, they someone who I would be collabing with, or somebody else who I'd be, you know, some other streamer, other Twitch person that I'm collabing with. You know, they're becoming for them people would be coming from them, from their stream or their channel. I want to find my own subscribers by them just coming across my channel randomly one day, or they type in something that they're looking for in the game, some new update or how to do a certain mission or something like that, and then they end up coming across and finding my channel and they enjoy it. I don't know, I don't care if they are from someone else's channel or they subscribe to someone else. I'm fine with that, but I would rather be noticed by the content that I create rather than by somebody else that I'm playing with, if that makes sense. That might sound kind of strange to some of you, but you know, some streamers would love to play with other streamers to try and gain them more views, more subscribers, that kind of thing, but I'm not about that. I play this game purely for fun because it's what I like to play, and in the process I stream it so that way I can make other people's gaming experience more fun. If I don't ever be very successful at YouTube, I'm not too bothered. I really am not bothered, if I'm honest. I'm sitting here, I'm playing my game, I'm having a good time, and I'm making other people's experience. I'm making other people's experience of the game better, and that's why I'm streaming this in the first place. I'm not streaming this to try and play with other YouTubers. I'm streaming this because I like this game, and I can catch fish very fast. And that is because I played this game for a long time. I've learned the mechanics of the game, and it makes me a good player. Some people say I'm a pro, which is nice. I don't ever like to class myself as a pro. I just class myself as a good player. And that's just because I don't want to explode my head too much. But yeah, I know I can catch fish fast. And if I'm not catching fish at a fast pace, I then know that I'm not doing something right. That's the way I've always done it. Any fish that I've ever caught, any hotspot that I've ever shown, all across my channel, every single mission that I've done is all from my own knowledge, finding myself, me finding everything myself, never copying anybody else, never collabing with anyone else. Everything that I've done is my own thoughts, my own ideas. And there's no better feeling than that. When somebody comes across and leaves a message saying, you've helped me catch fish faster, or it doesn't even have to be on this game, it can be for anything. When somebody comes across and tells me that I've helped them and made their gaming experience, or for example the electric bike, there was a few comments this morning saying the electric bike that you've shown, it looks so good. I've actually bought the bike myself, and I've been out riding it, and it's the best thing I've ever done. You've saved me so much money on fuel, oil, tax, MOT, repairs, insurance, etc. You know, there's a lot of people just by a silly little video of me riding around and just basically keep on waffling on like I always do. I help people, and that, to be honest, I think that is actually what got me into YouTube in the first place. I think it was probably about 8-9 years ago, I didn't know that YouTube existed. Obviously, YouTube has only been around for about 10 years. But probably, I'll say about 8 years ago. Yeah, about 8 years ago, I was playing GTA. And there was something that I was looking for. Was it GTA? I don't even, I think it was GTA, I'm pretty sure it was. But anyway, there was something that I was looking for, and I didn't know how to do it. And I ended up typing it online, and then YouTube popped up. And I thought, okay, what's YouTube? Then I realised that it's a platform that people are basically playing games on. Now obviously it's not just gaming. YouTube is a variety of many things. Twitch is mainly gaming and that's it, whereas if YouTube is a wide variety of stuff. And that's why I like YouTube better than Twitch, just because I don't like to just upload Fishing Planet videos. I like to play other games. I like to stream other games. I like to show and share my knowledge, whether it's with electric bikes, scooters, or even the most simplest thing, to unboxing a certain gaming monitor to show whether what I think of that monitor, whether it's good or not. And some people do that, you know, before they buy things. Like me myself, before the electric bike that I got, before I bought it, I actually went on YouTube and I was searching it up to see if people had videos on there. There was a few, not very many. There's definitely a lot more now. But there, I was looking around to basically try and get some feedback of the bike, of what people thought of that bike, whether it was good, reliable, that kind of thing. When it comes to electrics, it doesn't matter if it did fail. If it was electric scooter or bike, it wouldn't matter too much if it did fail, because I'm very knowledgeable with electricals. I don't have a degree in it, but I don't know why. When it comes to electrics, I am pretty clued up with electrics. Piranha. Right, it's been a really good day, this one. 7 o'clock, we got 785 in the net. That's pretty quick pace. Yeah, I do keep on, as I said, I did keep on thinking about doing some beta, but I don't know if it'd be fun. It would be nice, because that is really a low amount of cash. Yeah, it would be nice because it means that I could show that content that little bit quicker, and you know, people would be more interested, I guess, in a way, to click that subscribe button. But I like to always show information from developers rather than testing things. Testing it and then things can change. That's not a reliable source. I like things to be reliable, so when I say something, that is exactly what I say, which equals to no clickbait. Oh wow, we're losing serious cash now. Day 5, are you kidding me? Wow, we really had to jump forward the days there. Started off day 1, that was pretty good. Then we had to jump to day 6 just to get a sunny day. That's not good. We actually earned some alright cash as well, 50,000, and then we had to jump 5 days forward. At this point, I'm not too bothered about the bait coins, because I can always buy more. I could always buy cash as well, but you don't really get much cash for paying. Like I have done it before where I've spent real money buying cash, and I feel like that is kind of, yeah, that is kind of silly to do that, especially for the fact that you can get that cash from the game itself. Whereas if the bait coins, the only way you get those is by doing the missions, and then once you've done all the missions, that's it, done. There is no other way to get bait coins. I think there is some other ways, like maybe doing some challenge tasks and things, but they never they never really give you that much bait coins, to be honest. So, but Whispers, again, this is not any information from a developer, but there is whispers that apparently there is an insane amount of bait coins on that boat. In the new river that's gonna come, there's a boat there and it says tools and material can be found on this boat. Apparently there's a ton of bait coins on there. Again, that's rumors. It's not any, that's not from a developer, so I can't say that's true. I can tell you it's a rumor. And if a developer tells me, then I will tell you a developer tells me. So yeah, we're going to need to get the best part of nearly 2 million cash at minimum, very minimum 2 million. The good thing is we've got probably over a month to earn that money. So we definitely got a short minute to get it. We don't need to really rush too much, but if I've got more than 2 million, it's definitely better because there's lots of different videos I got to make. Not just streaming it, but then finding hot spots, and obviously we will be using a new bait rod, but then I'm going to have to make videos of buying different rods, and yeah, it's going to be expensive. This one's not shifting at all. Oh, there you go. Oh no. Yeah, that's one solution. Yeah. If you're on console, it's going to take that a little bit longer, so you have even more time. That's the one good thing. Once I get close to the 2 mil mark, or just over on PC, I can then start putting more time into the PS4. Because the PS4 that's really low. Like I got 400,000 cash on there. That's insanely a low amount. So there is going to be, once I get to a point where I feel comfortable on PC with the cash that I got for the update, once I get to that point, I can then go crazy and grind it out like absolutely like I would normally do. Grind it out like I never had before, and just play a lot of PS4 and get that money built right up, so that way I've got the same amount of money or more money on there than what I have on PC. Because I show the update for the PC, but then I also, because I'm buying the stuff on the PC, I normally end up trying to buy the same stuff. If it's good gear that I brought, and then I will buy the same stuff for the PS4. And that's when it gets expensive. Especially by only having 400,000 cash on there. I rushed that as well, for no reason. By watching you, I can find out what's worth it and not. Exactly, yeah, that's the other thing, you know, by me having loads of cash, I'm going to be buying all the new things, which I could end up wasting my money on, technically. Technically, the things that I'm buying could be a complete, absolute waste of time. But by me doing it, it means that you guys don't do it. So, that's why I grind so hard on this game. If I grind so hard on here, and I buy that stuff, and the stuff turns out not to be very good, it means that then you don't have to waste your in-game money buying that stuff. And for me, it means that I get to make a video of it, so that's one good thing. The bad thing is I do lose money, but worst scenario, it's not that great, but if I buy a certain thing and it turns out not to be a very good rod or reel, I can always sell it. Now, it doesn't even give me half the amount of money back compared to what I would have paid for it, but I could sell it. It gives me a little bit of cash back, and I end up making a video out of it. So yeah, not so much good on losing the cash, but at least that's another video that I make, and you guys get to see whether it is worth buying it or not. And that's what I try. That's what I always try and aim to do. Like, there was quite a few messages, as well as obviously on the other videos that we've got out there. There was actually, I don't know exactly how many, but there was quite a few messages of people saying to me about that this person, this streamer, I keep saying streamer, they don't really stream, it's YouTubers. This other YouTuber has got a video on the beta, this other YouTuber's got this, and this other YouTuber's showing this on the new lake and showing that. And it is, as I said, it's nice that you guys share that information with me, but I'm really not interested in that. I'm not interested in other people playing this game. I'm only interested in me playing it and the people that are subscribed. That's it. I'm not interested in other people who stream this game. And that's not me being rude. The channel's Bubbles' way. It's my way of things, that I do things my way. That's it. I don't want to ever copy anybody. And if anybody ever did say that I copied them, I could seriously hold my hand on my heart, man, and I would know for a fact that I never did, because I'd never copy anybody. I always try and do things my own way, because I want to make things different. If you watch one video of Fishing Planet, this is what happened when I very first watched a video before I even started streaming. I watch one video and then I watch another one, it'd be the same thing. Different guy, different person, but it'd be the same thing. All the videos end up exactly the same. Everybody copies everybody. I don't like to copy everybody else. I like to try and make my content different to everybody else. Actually, I found out what's worth it and what's not. That equals saving a lot of money. Got Casey's mascara and put it all over her face and arms. Oh wow. And legs, and covered them. She wanted to do some painting. Oh wow, okay, that's not so good. My sofa and chair and floor with mascara. Oh wow. I don't really know much about mascara, to be honest, but hopefully you can get it out. Yeah, I don't really know anything about mascara. There might be some kind of chemical thing that you can buy that might be able to get it out. Well, yeah, I don't think I'm going to be getting to 200,000 cash today, but I don't mind too much. At least we've spoke a little bit about the update, well, a lot about the update, nearly an hour. Told all you guys all about the information of that. We just got to keep on grinding, earning that money for when it does drop. It sort of came out, but it stained my sofa, really not happy. I ain't even had that sofa for 3 months, yeah. Well, there must be something that could get it out. Hi, I'm back. Welcome back again, Alex. You know, to get it out, to prevent that happening, as I said before, buy some kind of blankets or something, like throw over blankets, or buy some things to put over it. So if any pens, felt tips, drawing, permanent markers, in your case mascara, if any of that stuff happens, you can, if it happens on something like that, you can wash it out. And if it doesn't wash out, at least that way you've always got something to protect the sofa. Yeah, I wouldn't say that. Don't forget, try to remain family friendly. But yeah, don't if you don't buy them things like that, if you don't buy them makeup, and then yeah, there's a chance that that makeup couldn't get anywhere. But yeah, buy like throwovers or some kind of blanket, or you can get those fitted them fitted things that actually go over armchairs and that sort of stuff, can't you? When it comes to kids, there's always going to be stuff like that where pen gets over the place, permanent markers and makeup, and in some cases even paint as well. Like Lynn, the amount of times she's come home with paint on her, new clothes, brand new clothes. She comes home from school in new clothes, covered in absolute paint all over the place. Just don't buy makeup anymore. That's one way to do it. To get it out, use baking soda. Oh, there you go. Thanks for your advice, Alex. Baking soda, emphanol, or any sort of rubbing alcohol. Yeah, I didn't think about rubbing alcohol. Thanks, Alex. I've got that. Yeah, try that. See, I was going to suggest it, but I didn't want to because I don't really know much about it. But I even thought about maybe nail polish remover. But I don't want to suggest anything, and you know, I suggest it, and I end up making it worse. Yeah. Got rubbing alcohol sachets, but we'll try them. Yeah. If not, you can always buy a bottle of it. A bottle of it will, I feel like a bottle would probably work better. Obviously not using the whole bottle, but, you know, using more of the liquid to get it out would probably be better. As again, BG, good to see you again, man. You must be mod. I must be mod too, man. The Bellide Piranha. Yeah, this is gonna be really expensive. Yeah, I'm good, man. Kind of worn out the last week or so. Um, Last week or so, I've been kind of busy. Do you know what? Christina, or whatever your name is, yeah? You're an absolute wet fish, and people like you get yourself a permanent ban. So congratulations. You're never going to comment on this channel ever again. You're an absolute wet fish with dirty scales. We ain't got time for people like you. Get out of here. What a wet fish. People like that earn themselves a permanent ban, especially for the fact they're new and they act like that. I don't have time for people like that. I don't tolerate people like that. People like that ain't worth my time. Anyway, moving on. When was the last time you went to Lone Star Lake? Well, I have started the game 4 times from the beginning, so yeah, I definitely obviously have been there, but I don't remember exactly when. Long time ago. A very long time ago, yeah. I don't know why trolls spend their time. Do you know what? I actually quite enjoy. Before I didn't really. It used to really bother me about people coming in and saying silly things like that. But trolls coming in now, for the fact that I monetize. Trolls coming in using bad language like that. This is a family-friendly stream, and it always will be. If anybody swears, you will. Most of you know anyway, because you guys are here all the time. But if people swear, they just earn themselves a permanent ban. The good thing is, because now I'm monetized, they come into the stream to say a bad bit of language to get themselves permanently blocked. But I'm still glad that I get those trolls, because now I get those. Every time they come into the stream, they have to watch the advert before they come into the stream. And as stupid as they are, they come into the stream just to say something bad. You hate people like that. It used to bother me, but it don't anymore. They come into the stream to say something bad, but they had to watch an advert first, so that's earning me money. So they've earned me money to come into the stream to say something bad, and then I permanently banned them. Then they click thumbs down on my video. Oh, I'm so upset about that. Which then recommends my video to YouTube. So I don't care if I get 50 dislikes and only 1 like. Whether it's loads of dislikes or loads of likes, or bit of both, your video actually then gets promoted by YouTube. So stupid people like that actually do me a favour now. So yeah, they used to bother me, whereas if now, trolls like that saying silly things, they actually earn me money. How awesome is that? People who leave stupid comments earn me money. I'll have them trolls all day long now. Before I didn't like it. Now I'm willing to accept them all day long. He could still watch the stream. That's definitely a thing. He could definitely still watch, but he won't be able to comment. Although he could make a new account. But then if he comes into the stream again to say something stupid again, he's then going to earn me money again. Some people just don't understand the way YouTube works, man. Some people don't get it. I jumped forward that day because that day, I don't know what was going on, but it just died on us. It was very slow. Silly people like that actually earn me money now. Before, when I didn't have monetization on, when people say things like that, would kind of annoy me a little bit. He comes straight in and the first thing he says is make me mod. It shows that he has no idea about YouTube. There is no person, unless somebody is streaming and they have no idea about YouTube, what a moderator is, if they have no clue. If somebody has no clue, there is no way in the world he could go into anyone's stream, say, make me mod, and someone do it. The only way someone would do it is if they have no idea what a moderator is. That's the only possible way. And you don't want vile people like that being your moderator, believe me. Not when they're using words like that. Definitely not. That is not how you get to be a moderator. Yeah, exactly. But not just, you know, there could be kids watching. My kids do watch occasionally. My kids probably know more bad words than what I do, if I'm honest. But, you know, and there is a lot of younger generation kids that do use a lot of bad language. And they probably know more than us older generation, if I'm honest. But just because other people use it, I don't promote it. I definitely do not promote any sort of bad language. I don't promote any bad language, bad words, or cussing anybody in any sort of way. Just like there is a few streamers that I really enjoy watching. There is a few people out there that I think are absolutely wet fishes, but I don't talk about them wet fishes, you know. They stay deep in the ocean, and that's where they remain. There's no bad negativity. I don't like that. I'm not about that. I'm not about drama and that kind of thing. I'm about enjoying my game and showing other people how to enjoy the game as well. That's what I'm all about. And if plunkers like that don't want to sit around and learn how to play the game properly, they don't deserve to be here. People like that deserve not to know the knowledge of how to play a game. They deserve absolutely nothing. But the one good thing is though, is in that situation, I can, you know, whether a moderator's here or not, I'm always keeping an eye on the chat myself. I do have moderators come in and out, but I know 99.9% of the time when I'm streaming, I know today, not so much when I very first started to stream, but I know most of the time that my dad is watching the stream. and my dad is a moderator. And then if my dad isn't watching, my brother's watching. So I've always got a family member keeping an eye on the stream for me. So if something did ever get said that was bad, if I didn't see it, one of my moderators would see it. A moderator allows to do different things, and that's why I said him coming in here and asking to be a moderator straight away is absolutely stupid to think that I would do that, and he's stupid to think if anybody would do that, unless, as I said, unless it's someone who doesn't know about YouTube, and then maybe you could go into a random stream and say make me moderator, and somebody might. But a moderator can do many things. Now, a moderator is someone who keeps an eye on your chat for what rules you have for your stream. My rules are always no bad language, no cussing any other streamer, no bad talking about other streamers. If there's a streamer that you don't like, keep that opinion to yourself. I don't want to know about it, and nor does anybody else in the stream. So, for example, if someone like him comes into the stream and says a bad word like he did, instead of me saying you're a wet fish, you got yourself a permanent ban, it will end up coming up, one of the moderators can click on to remove that comment, and then they can put them in a timeout, and it can time them out anything from 1 minute to 300 seconds to 600 seconds. And I always say to my moderators, if somebody swears, give him another chance. That guy, he didn't get another chance. He only swore the once, but I didn't give him another chance just because of the way he acted. The first thing he says, he didn't even say hello. The first thing he said is, make me moderator. If somebody comes in and says, make me moderator, straight away that tells me that that's not a nice person. I've never ever seen him before when he comes straight in and says that. If I ever watch somebody stream and I've never seen him before, and I've been sitting there watching for a little bit, I would then say, nice stream, man, I'm enjoying it. Been sitting here and quiet, just enjoying you streaming. Just want to let you know that I'm here, I'm watching. I might not be typing, but I'm enjoying what you're doing. But a moderator is allowed to time people out. They're also allowed to permanently ban somebody from your stream. So they could watch it, but they would never ever be allowed to comment ever again on your YouTube, on any of your videos. Or, they could go across your whole channel, and I have had people do this just because they're that wet of a fish. I've had people, because I block somebody, because they just use bad language, they'll go across my whole YouTube channel and drop a thumbs down on every single video. And again, it's people like that I'm actually happy with, because they don't understand what it means. If I had more dislikes than likes, it makes no difference. If you have loads of dislikes or loads of likes, that's what helps promote your video on YouTube, whether it's streaming or whether it's just making videos. It makes no odds to me. Like, it is good to see likes there, because then it shows me, people liking the stream shows me that people are still enjoying this game. So it is good to see it, but if I saw more dislikes than what I did likes, again, it makes no odds to me. It means that my video or my stream is going to be promoted from YouTube, because people going across all different videos dropping a thumbs down. Very silly. But it's people like that that know nothing about YouTube. People like that actually do help you. Yeah, you have been supporting for a long time now, Alex. You sure have, man. If you're not in the live streams, you're always going back to the live stream, re-watching them and commenting on videos and stuff like that. So yeah, I appreciate your support, man. What's the news in the update? If you go back to the beginning of the stream, man, there's like 50 minutes of me talking about it. I would talk about it now, but I've spoke about it for like nearly an hour. But I don't think I've ever seen you, Jordan, so if you're new here, welcome to the stream, man. Yeah, go back to the very beginning of the stream, and for 50 minutes I was talking about all the new stuff that's going to be added. All the new latest stuff that's going to be happening for the new lake. But there's a lot of new stuff that's going to be happening. They are going to be adding loads of stuff, man. And again, the sunglasses as well. That's another thing. I've been waiting a long time for that. I'm so glad they're coming as well. The only reason why I'm not repeating everything that I said is just because people that were here from the beginning means they have to keep on listening to me repeat myself over and over, and that might drive some people crazy. So yeah, your best bet is go back to the beginning of the stream, man. Hope that helps you out. Like every video. Yeah, as I said, man, you've always shown good support. It's silly, isn't it, that some people find it so hard just to be polite. The class is keyboard warriors, though. That's what it is. If somebody spoke to me like that face to face, again, I'm family friendly, but it would be a very different situation. If I ever come across one of those trolls in real life and they spoke to me like that, I'm not live streaming. I don't need to keep it family friendly. So just bear that in mind. If any of you are near where I live and you end up saying something silly, it would be a very different situation. It would be different. It is just keyboard warriors, though. It's just because they're behind a keyboard and they know that you can't do anything, so they just talk trash, man. Talk absolute trash. Now this was definitely a better day. Even though some sunny days are better than others, this one is looking like a really, really good one so far. We're at 540. We got 318 pounds in the net, so that's pretty decent. And I'm not getting a chance to get that other rod out. I think that's a small one. Yeah, it is on the other one as well. I'll be quick, I might be able to grab it. I do like catching those fish. They don't give you an insane amount of cash, but they weigh next to nothing, so you can fit so many of them in your net. There we go, there's another. Look at that, £8.5 and you get 2,000 cash. Happy to catch those all day long. Catch you later, Alex. Thanks for dropping by again, man. Enjoy the rest of your day. Oh, I was meant to look to see how much cash I had, I forgot. Let me just check something real quick. Alright, yeah, so I've got that video uploaded. I will be dropping that later on today. Probably around about 6. I would have thought 6 PM my time. I picked this one up first because it looked like it was a small fish. The other line looks like it's going more bonkers. I don't know, maybe that's not a big fish on there either. No, it's not. So this week, I think we said, what was it, Friday? I think I said, yeah, on Friday we might have some project cars free, possibly, because Big Man brought it and we was going to share play it with Big Man, but it wouldn't allow me to do that because he bought the game, I don't own the game. We was going to share play it, he was going to play. And every time I keep doing it, it keeps saying that it's not available in my region. So, yeah, unfortunately I'm not able to we're not able to share play it just yet, but I think it released Friday. He said Friday. So Friday possibly we could be doing some of that, which I'm quite looking forward to seeing some of that as well. I know there is other people that have already started to show some videos on it. With some games, I don't really like to see previews of it until it actually does get released. For some games, I've always been like that, because otherwise, if I already see it when it comes, I don't get the same excitement. For me to get that excitement of that new map or new things that they're bringing, new cars or new fish, whatever the game is, for me to get that excitement, I need to not see too much information about it. It's okay to find out about information about it, like what certain things they're going to add to new games and whatever, but I don't like to see previews of the game too much. In this case, talking about Fishing Planet, I don't mind seeing some of the new fish, but not all of them. And same goes as the lake. I don't mind seeing a bit of the lake, but I don't want to see anybody. I don't want to see anybody catching at those new lakes, because I want to find those spots myself. I want to say that I found that spot myself, and I found this hot spot or that hot spot. And same goes as missions. I don't watch anybody do that ever, because when I do those missions, I want to try and do the mission quick and get it done fast. But not because I'm in a rush to get the bait coins or anything, and not even so much to try and get it uploaded quick, not even for that case. I just like to get it done quick, so that way when I do make a video of it, and then I upload it and you guys do it, it doesn't then take you too long to catch those fish to get that mission done. It's all about it making it a fast pace that makes it enjoyable. It doesn't always have to be insanely fast, but it's definitely not fun when it's slow. That's for sure. This one's been fighting for a minute. This one could be close to the £200 mark. It's really fighting. See, that's the only one advantage of the float rod. Right now, I'd already have this in. But with the new bottom rod, we ain't going to have that problem. Let's see. Oh, wow. Not as big as I thought. £143. £143 and we only get 7,500 cash. I would expect more. That's probably because I'm greedy, though. The fish on this one don't seem too big, so that's why I grabbed this one first, so we can quickly reel that in, so we don't have to hear this rod going off, and then we can grab this one. It's really cool though, adding the new sunglasses into the game at long last. That is awesome. That is awesome. Means that I don't have to fight these arapaima so long either. I'm not sure for the new catfish. Obviously there's going to be a new catfish for the new lake, new biggest catfish. I'm not sure how well the new bottom rods are going to do for that, because obviously they're going to be bigger than these arapaima. But the new bottom rods coming into this lake with it means that you shouldn't have to. You should be able to reel these arapaima in a bit quicker rather than fighting them as long as you do. But they are meant to be very heavy duty rods compared to these heavy chasers. It's a shame because this heavy chaser has been the main my main bait rod for I don't even know how long now. Like even when we've done all different missions on all the videos that we've made, I'm always using these heavy chasers only because like even when I go fall back to some of those lower lakes and we stream the other lakes and that kind of thing, it doesn't matter what new lake I've gone into, I've always taken the heavy chaser. And people say to me, why do you keep using a rod that's so heavy duty? And it's all about time. That's what I look at it as all the time. It's all time. The quicker I reel this fish in, the quicker I get the next fish on. Now some people don't look at it that way. Some people don't like it when I try and force the fish in. Obviously I'm not going to do that in real life. This is just a game. I'm playing it as a gamer, that's it. I'm not going to treat a fish like that in real life. 186, that's a little bit better. That's gone, hasn't it? Wow, beautiful. Yeah, that's why I try reeling fast, because then we get to the next fish. Unfortunately, it's kind of annoying when that happens. You try and rush as quick as you can, then you pick up your other rod and there's nothing there. Yeah, that's not fun. But it is what it is. Pretty good though, we started at 5, so we're like an hour and 20 minutes in, not real time in game time. We got 672 in the net. That's pretty decent. That is pretty fast paced. Bait was eating a loss. What rod was that? Okay, it was this one. That was perfect timing to reel it in then. I kept an eye on it as I reeled it in. It did have 211 shiners, and then it took it down to 210. Maybe I should mess around with this a little bit. I don't know how well the popper works over this way. I don't think I've tried the swim bait over this way, but I haven't actually tried. I'm pretty sure that was a max cast. That was pretty good. Yeah, I don't think I've ever tried the popper here. I think probably because those lily pads there, it's probably gets snagged up. That's probably why I haven't really used it. I've definitely used the swim bait here though, I know that. Swim bait works pretty good for the unique piranha. You get a lot of those around here. I don't know how well it's going to work with this popper though. No interest yet. I don't think the popper's going to be too advertised around here, if I'm honest. I thought the float would have went off first. The float was moving. Oh wow, didn't expect that. It was beeping ever so light, and then I picked the rod up. There was a monster on the end. It's going to be expensive when I come out here to repair everything. I need to check my net in a minute actually, just in case. I haven't looked at that. Trying to speed reel. There we go, we got it. I'll be quick, try to pick this one up. Is it going to disappear again? Let's see. No, it's still there. This one's reeling in. Okay, no, it's got a bit of a fight now. I was going to say that reeled in really easy at first. I don't think it's a big fish on there. I think I can leave that running. If it stays there, it stays there. If it doesn't, it's not a big deal. This one I can reel in really quick. Just because it's only a small one. There we go. Now let's get this one. Well, we've had a really good day so far on this day. Shame every day isn't as good as this. 634, we got 738 in the net. That's really good. If anything, I probably think that is actually quicker than the other spot. Amount of weight anyway, within a certain time. That's really quick. It's hard to tell though what spot is better sometimes, because some days that spot could be really bad, then other days it could be really good. Sometimes it can be luck. There we go. That takes us up to just over £800. I could fish a little bit more, but there's not really much point. We're going to jump to the next day. 46,000. Hopefully we don't have too many cloudy days again. Let's see. Oh, there you go. That wasn't too bad. That was pretty decent. Normally I have to go a lot further forward than that. I got 208 shiners, so I'm good for that. How many minnows do I have left? Oh, that's shiners on that one as well. I didn't actually buy any after the stream yesterday, did I? I don't think. This one minnows? I got 160, we're alright. Probably will need to buy some more. Not, well, tomorrow we're going to be on PS4, but when I next come on this account, I probably am going to need to buy more of those. It's crazy how quick you can burn through your bait. Well, it's not too bad. I was fishing in the random room. We've seen a few other people pull in a couple of uniques as well, so they're not doing too bad. Seems like they're doing okay. Come on. I do find that a little frustrating. I probably find that more frustrating than compared to trolls that we keep coming in. I probably find that more frustrating. It's definitely more frustrating than people like that. How long you fight the fish. That does frustrate me sometimes. And obviously I know that it's, you know, when you're pulling in a really big fish, it does take time. You're not, in real life, you're not going to be able to pull in a 200 odd pound fish really fast, of course not, but I just want to hurry up and get it in and reel in the next fish. Like now, that's frustrating me because for the 23 foot, it's been fighting like crazy. I'm not even bothered if I lose that fish on there. I don't mind fighting it when it's out at like 80 odd feet, but when you're fighting at 23 foot for a good few minutes, yeah, not fun. Okay, I think on there's a small fish on there. There we go. Now let's have another go with this one, see if it's still going to be stubborn. Still at 23 foot. It's like we're attached on the end of the Titanic or something right now. It's so silly how it fights so much on that last little bit. I really can't wait for that new update. Get those new rods in. Give me those new rods quick. Look at that, it's so silly. And now I'm going to pick up that other rod. £115, what, are you kidding me? £115 and it had that much of a fight. Like, I know £115 is a good sized fish, but for it to fight as long as it did, I would expect that to be close to £200. This one's fighting really hard. This could be a good one. Sometimes I can tell, well, you kind of get used to using the certain rods that you use. You kind of get used to them. You get used to using certain rods, so then after you get used to using those rods, when you get a fish on, you sort of understand when it is a good sized fish, like what, or you can kind of roughly guess what size fish. Now, whenever I'm fishing for tarpon, I can pretty much get very close to knowing the size that I've got on just by randomly guessing. But with these arapaima, I don't know, you can't really guess very right. It's hard sometimes. Like in this case, how long I'm fighting this fish and how bonkers it is going makes me think that this is £200 plus, which there is a good possibility of that, but there is also a good possibility it could only be £98 or £90. Bro, that's a silly thing to come in and say straight away. So, yeah, very silly. You've been banned from this channel. I'm not dealing with people today. Me not having any sleep and people just coming in self-promoting. It's not going to happen today. Normally I am a little bit more chilled and laid back, but not today. I'm not doing it. Don't come in here self-promoting. If you're coming in here self-promoting, your channel can't be doing very good. Or you're not doing very good, one or the other. You need to fix what you're doing. Yeah, I really don't have time for people like that. But I don't have much sleep. I do get a little cranky, I know that. But when I'm grinding hard every day, streaming, pushing out videos every day, you know, I'm trying to create good content. I'm not just going to allow someone to come along and think they can self-promote like that, because you can't. That's not allowed. No. We're getting all the trolls and self-promoters popping up today, aren't we? Maybe in future I will stick to my normal stream schedule. I did actually stream earlier today, a lot earlier than what I normally do. I think I should stick to my normal stream times. My normal stream times, we don't have as many trolls around and so many self-promoters. Yeah, don't feel like streaming early again anytime soon. I probably won't, to be honest, unless the update dropped early, and then obviously I would. But I have got plans for that new update, though. When the new update does drop, I am going to be having people. I am going to be making sure that there is definitely moderators here. Even before I set up the stream, I'm going to make sure that we've got a few moderators around, because that's when it does get quite busy sometimes, when a new map's there and people want to see it. Not only trolls, but you get too many people self-promoting. I really don't know why people do that. I honestly don't think that it helps in any sort of way. And I don't think I'm the only person to say that. Self-promoting, it just doesn't work. If you want to gain subscribers and views and stuff like that, work hard for it. You've got to work hard for it. If you put in your time, people put in their time. That's the way it works. That's not too bad though. £213. Yeah, I think it's probably the time. Normally we do get the odd one or two people self-promoting here and there, and sometimes I let it go. But when that's the first time I've ever seen that person come in my stream. Never seen that name before. And when I see someone new come in for the very first time and the first thing they say is self-promoting, they're not here for me. They're not here for the game. They're here for the self-promoting, and that is all they're interested in. And when I haven't had any sleep, I don't tolerate silly things like that, man. Like, there is a few subscribers that watch us daily. I'm not going to mention any names because that would be unfair, but there is a few that do watch us daily, and they do self-promote. They don't say check out my channel, but they say, you know, they drop hints for people to go over and subscribe, and they drop hints to try and get people to watch their channel. I'm okay with that. I'm not too bad with that. But when I've had no sleep and the first thing someone comes in and I've never seen them before, and the first thing is self-promoting, they're out of here. I don't self-promote, so I self-promote myself, which I'm allowed to self-promote myself because this is my own thing. I'm allowed to say subscribe to the channel, I'm allowed to say drop a like, I'm allowed to say follow my Twitter or Instagram. I'm allowed to say that because this is my own content. But I don't go into somebody else's stream and say, come check out my channel. I don't go into anybody else's chat or leave messages saying, come subscribe to me, or, you know. I think the only one thing I have ever done is when somebody has, because I'm part of a Fishing Planet community on PS4. Somebody said, what was it? I was having a problem to try and catch some certain fish. So I said to them, okay, if you need any help trying to catch certain fish or doing missions. I think he was doing a mission, yeah. And he was trying to catch a certain fish in that mission and he couldn't catch it. And I said, if you have any problems trying to catch any fish, you can check out my YouTube. It does have some videos on there. But that wasn't technically me self-promoting. Even though it is a self-promotion, it's in a completely different way. It is sort of self-promoting, but it's not self-promoting in another sense, because it's what I'm doing is I'm helping that guy try and catch that fish. That's it. He asked for the help, so I give him it. If people ask for it, then, you know, I will say, but I don't personally go into anybody's stream or go onto somebody's video and say, come check out my channel, subscribe to me, or I'm going to be live streaming later, so come see me. What's that about, man? If you make good content, you don't need to ask people to come. People would just come, that's it. You don't need to tell people to come and check you out. You don't need to tell people that you're live. Apart from your subscribers, that's the only people you need to tell who you're live, that's it. When I started, I used to stream and I used to sit here and talk to myself, pretty much like I am now. I used to sit here and talk to myself and just waffle on. And there'd be nobody watching. I could stream 4 days in a row and have 1 or 2 viewers. And that's no lie, man, for real. I stream for a few days in a row and I wouldn't have 1 viewer. But I still carried on doing it. And that's just because I don't, you know, a certain amount of viewers and subscribers, it's not a very, very important thing. I feel like people look into that too much. People think about that too much. Some YouTubers are like, okay, I wanna get this amount of subscribers, and it's good to get a goal. It is, and obviously everybody wants more views, of course, but I feel like they think about the views too much and they think about subscribers too much. As long as you're enjoying what you're doing, what else matters? Nothing else does matter. And I'm enjoying what I'm doing. I'm enjoying showing people the locations that I find and trying to make other people's experience fun. Telling people about certain information on certain things, or trying to help them out. That's what I enjoy. Numbers and views, too many things important. The subscribers and the viewers, they get to the point where it's like money. People think it's so important. It's really not. It's really not important. Make good content and they appear. That's it. That's how it works. Or at least that's how I found it worked for me anyway. Make things that people want to see. And if you make things that people want to see, you don't need to self-promote anywhere. They'll come to you. You don't need to go to them to try and find them. They will come to you. 54 pound. This is a really good day as well, isn't it? This spot, I have actually caught more here than what I have at the other spot in a short space of time. This might be. It's so hard. I really want to say it is a better spot, but it's so hard because sometimes the other spot can have its good moments. The other spot can pull in £600 plus in the first hour. But us fishing here has pretty much done that, near enough. We've had the odd 1 or 2 days that hasn't been very good. Maybe the one day actually that wasn't too good, but ever since that one day, every time we're getting close to 6 o'clock, we got close to £600 or over £600. It's a good day, as long as we carry on catching. And then it makes it a really good day. I should have over 1.5 mil now, shouldn't I? Oh, there you go, 160. 160, 1,607,000. Yeah, and we're getting closer. I feel more comfortable now that I'm over 1.5 mil. Being below 100, the 1.5 point makes me not so comfortable, especially for the fact there's so many new things in that update. There's so many new things, and then that bait as well. The bait's going to be quite expensive. Lack of sleep. Yeah, I'm going to drop that video about 6, I think. About 6 PM. The video that I did. You'll find out why I stayed awake all night. If you watch that video, you'll see why I stayed awake. Another butterfly peacock there. 528. Feel like it has slowed down a little bit. It feels like it has. We'll stay a little bit longer. Give it a little bit more. Not too long. Just want to have a quick look, see if there any more information on that really quick. Because I'm going to do something. But I was just going to sit there and look at the screen. That wouldn't have happened. But note to myself, do not stream earlier. Unless there's an update, I can. But otherwise, note to myself, do not ever stream earlier than the time I normally do. Too many trolls around. Ooh, gosh. I oversleep tonight. I get to the point sometimes where I get so tired and I keep myself awake. I feel like a lot of people do that. They keep themselves awake because they don't want to go to sleep for the daytime, and then they get to the point where they're overtired. And then because they're overtired, when it comes to them going to sleep, because they kept themselves awake, they then can't sleep. That's always my case. I keep myself awake, get overtired. Then when I finally lay down, I feel wide awake. It always happens that way. See a lot of movement going on with that float. Oh, there you go, we saw a splash there. It might go off. Oh, it might go off. Look how much that's moving around. There we go. That's not a bad amount of cash for a just under a £5 fish. That's actually that is actually not too bad. Alright, now let's see if I can quickly look at something whilst we're waiting for that. Oh, jeez. It's a shame that they couldn't. Like, there is a lot coming in this new update, there really is, but it's a shame that they couldn't allow you to have someone else on the boat. Yeah, that's as well as having rod holders. Yeah, as well as having rod holders, it would be cool if we could have had someone else on the boat. I wish they did add that, but they still haven't. You never know. Maybe one day. It'd be good. It'd be good to do that to, I don't know, a minimum of like 3 or 4. Obviously, they'd have to probably make a bigger boat, but to make a big long boat, make a big long boat and get 4 or 5 people fishing on it at the same time. I'd love to get a few subscribers with us doing that. That'd be great fun. Or even not. Even just random people. Yeah, it'd still be good fun. yeah, it would be, man. Like, you know that boat that they got on the on here, the blue one. Where is it? I think it's there when you start off. No, wrong button. Like, I add in that boat, and obviously it's got like the blue thing that comes over the top. If you're getting the blue thing, if you took the blue thing off, put a couple of rod holders either side of the boats, that'd be great, man. Because it's quite a long boat. It's not really wide, but it's quite long, so they'd be able to put a lot of rod holders on there, and quite a few people would be able to get on that boat as well. That'd be so much. That would be so much fun to do that. All fishing off the same boat, and then if you get a big fish on the boat, I'd say not so much move, because otherwise, you know, it could mess up someone else's fishing spot, and that could annoy people. But I don't know, like that boat goes to certain locations, then it drops its anchor, and then if someone gets a fish on and someone else gets a fish on, and like the boat start rocking, that would be really good fun. Like, not rocking to the point where it's ridiculous, but just having a little bit of emotion so you can actually see it moving left and right, or the boat moving backwards and forwards, up and down, whatever. Yeah, that'd be really cool. I don't think that pop is really going to work, is it? Let me throw on a swim bait. I'll have a few casts with that. That's why I pulled this rod out. As soon as you do that, that happens. Oh, I missed that there as well. That's alright. We'll go back to that in a sec. I do like it when it does slow down though. Sometimes, like, it's good to catch fish after fish, but when it does slow down and I want to fill up my net, if I wasn't live streaming and I wanted to fill the net up and not bother to jump next day and just try and make as much as I could for that day. I'd leave the bait rods out and I'd just keep messing around with a swim bait or a popper or a lure, depending on whereabouts I'm fishing. But yeah, leave the bait rods out, even though they slow down. Gives you the chance to mess around with spinning. And then if I didn't have any interest on spinning, then I definitely would. Yeah, I definitely would then jump next day. But I try and save as many bait coins as I can. I think they should bring another way of trying to get more bait coins as well. Okay, that's alright, we're not in that lake. Yeah, I think they should bring another kind of way to earn more bait coins would be good. Oh, I missed that. Like, to buy some of the permanent licenses as well, they're crazy expensive. Let's see how much it is for this place. I probably can't see, can I? Let me see. Hold on. Okay, no, it's not going to show me. What about here? Yeah, okay, it's not as much as what I thought. It's still a lot though. 2,000 for an unlimited license. I was expecting it to be more than that, but that is still a lot. That's still a lot. 2,000. Imagine if you brought 2,000 bait coins. Wow. That would not be cheap. I think it should give you an option as well to buy them with cash. Like, make them silly price so they're quite expensive. Just the same as the bait coins. But maybe, I don't know, something like 500,000, which is quite a bit. 500,000 for a permanent license. I think that's kind of fair. It's expensive, yeah, it is a lot, but it's that one-off payment, isn't it? Once you pay it, you don't ever play it again. Even if it was more than that. Even if it costs, I don't know, maybe close to 800,000. At least you would never have to pay it again. Especially if you really like that lake and you plan on spending a lot of time in that lake. Well, there you go, we finally hooked it that time. Yeah, you can exchange bait coins for cash, can't you? Shame you can't exchange cash for bait coins the other way around. That would be nice. That'd be really good if you could do that, actually. I don't know why that isn't an option, because they let you change bait coins for cash. Why not let you change cash for bait coins? Makes no sense, does it? That looks really weird. There you go. That looks a little bit better. I think that one had a problem eating it. Yeah, you can do it. Where is it? You can do, is it here? Yeah, there you go. Convert. Wasn't it in the shop before though? Oh yeah, there. Look, bait coin exchange. So you can exchange it there as well. Oh, hold on. Is that coins? Yeah. Why does it come up there and the other spot as well? It's kind of strange. So for 360 bait coins, that's not that much cash, is it? I guess it is handy. Like, I have done it before, where obviously I ran out of money, and I did have to exchange some bait coins for cash. So, but it is a shame that you can't change Change bait coins for... change cash for bait coins. That'd be so much better if you could do that. Yeah, shame. They should make that a thing that you can do that. Oh, my game's froze up. What's going on? What? Just let me go into the menu. Change rod. Does it let me? I have no idea. What? What is going on? Oh wow. Okay. I think we've broken the game. I've never experienced that before. Let me try the mouse. Oh wow, now nothing with the mouse either. Hold on. Let me take the mouse off the screen. Put it back on. Wow, I've never experienced that as a glitch. That's a new glitch. Well, I'm going to end it there anyway. I'm done for today. Hope you guys did enjoy this one. I know this was an earlier stream compared to normal, so that's why we did have some more trolls and self-promoters and silly people compared to normal. But I hope you guys did enjoy this. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe if you're new, turn notifications on. And that's it. Yeah. If you did miss anything, you could always go back to the beginning of the stream. The beginning of the stream will tell you all the stuff about the new update that is coming. Update probably isn't going to be till the very end of September, or it could even be delayed even a little bit later than that, but I guess time will tell. We catch you people again soon for some more fun and games. I'm out.